Hi, this is Michael Smith with the CPS Horizon Financial in the state of Wisconsin. I sent you this video in order for you to see why disability income is a crucial part of your financial plan. So please, take a moment to watch Mr. Roger Sweaney's film, Check the Box. Don't let what happened to Roger happen to you or your family. As soon as you've seen the film, call me and I will provide you and your family with financial security. I look very forward to talking to you.
If life was a movie and Central Casting was looking for a character to play Dad, his name would be Roger Sweaney.
Hey, there's my daughter. Come on, Jordan. Parker. Come here, Parker.
Sweaney's life was like a movie script. A California boy who grows up happy and loving sports. Lands in the Midwest, snags a great job, and has 2 great kids. Parker is the youngest and is a curious little guy. Older sister Jordan came first, and like all little girls, she adored her father. Everything in Roger's life was on track for a happy ending, until the day it all fell apart.
Back up. Is that you?
Yeah, that was a day after, that was a couple days after surgery. I had no idea that, it was really funny. I had no idea that they were going to shave part of my hair off, and I get a black eye out of it.
Doctors found a malignant brain tumor the size of a golf ball, a turn of events as incomprehensible to Roger as it was dangerous. With extensive surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, Roger beat the odds and the cancer. But the surgery had triggered epileptic seizures.
Teeny little hole.
Doctors proposed another option: implant a mesh netting lined with electrodes into his brain. If Roger could beat the odds one more time, the seizures would likely be gone for good.
The doctor came back to me and they said, Roger, you're really a healthy guy. You're only 34 years old. You're a young man. You conquered the cancer. If you do a second surgery on epilepsy, you're going to be back at work in a month.
As a CPA, a numbers guy, Roger knew the odds were in his favor. If he could beat cancer, he could beat this. Roger, the athlete, had already bounced back from one life-threatening surgery. What was another month of recovery, especially if it eliminated the seizures?
Totally, he semicircle cuts it and flips it back. Then voila, there's your brain.
And in the midst of all that planning, all that preparation, and all that praying, there was one last warning.
Another risk for this surgery is stroke from a bleed.
A risk that became Roger's new reality.
After I had the surgery, I had a stroke, which was, I didn't know when I woke up from it, I didn't know what was going on, but the doctors and family were holding my hand and telling me what happened, and I didn't realize what was going to be so hard in my life.
One blood vessel that broke during Roger's surgery was all that it took to change his life again. The father of 2 who had beaten brain cancer was having trouble with post-op seizures. The surgical fix was easy enough with only a 2% risk of a stroke, so Roger took that risk. He lost.
Couldn't walk, couldn't talk, and I thought, oh, if this is going to be the rest of my life, there's got to be a way out of here.
Roger's journey back to the world started slowly, enduring some 500 sessions of physical, occupation, and speech therapy, fighting to make everything normal again.
Nice job.
Sounds like it happened.
When he started his latest job in 2001, Roger decided to pass on long-term disability coverage because he was in great health, had plenty of other insurance, and thought he and the family were covered. But they were not. After surviving a triple hit of brain cancer, epilepsy, and now a stroke, Roger was a medical miracle, and his life was good again. And then he lost
You
his
know,
job.
Financially, I lost a lot of money. I lost my job, my six-figure job. I lost 401ks. I lost some financials. I lost my children's fund for college. I had to sell my house.
Roger's pain was all too real. He was rebuilding his life physically and emotionally, but ironically the one life moment this medical miracle would change if he could had nothing to do with his health.
If I would have said yes, that little box, if I would accept that long-term disability, at a minimum, I would have gotten 50% of my basic salary, and I could still live comfortably in my family and continue to go down the road.
So you ready for the trip today?
Yes, I'm really ready. I'm going to my friends in Cape Cod.
In the midst of his crisis, Roger Sweaney found his purpose. He wants to tell his story of fighting back from an incomprehensible combination of brain cancer, epilepsy, and a stroke. With the support of family and friends, Roger is still Roger. Roger, the survivor, has a message. Learn from him how quickly your own reality can implode. And whatever you do, check that box.
I tried to recover it, but I just physically, mentally couldn't get there. And so I have to live by myself. I have to, live off of Social Security and be happy about it. And so be it. So be it. And if I can help other people understand the situation, and hopefully they will understand that they need to check the box for security.
Roger's life today is about finding financial security for his family. And he wants your family to have the same peace of mind. No one could have predicted the avalanche of medical issues that Roger has faced. But each of us can learn from Roger's story. Talk to your provider about disability and life insurance options. The conversation may be uncomfortable, but it could also be the first step in truly protecting yourself and your
Hi, my name is Jana. This is my husband Steve and our 3 kids, and we are from Denver, Colorado. We were so inspired when we heard about Roger Sweaney that we just had to tell you how much he gave us. After Steve and I watched Roger's 7-minute film, we started thinking more about disability income, and after hearing what happened to Roger and his family, we realized that anyone can become disabled. If we lost our health, we also didn't want to lose everything we cared about. So we contacted our agent and we purchased a disability income policy. Thank you, Roger, for telling us your true story. We can now sleep well at night knowing that we are financially protected from an unexpected tragedy.
Summerfest for several years, a volunteer who helps the disabled enjoy the big gig.
Just a few years ago, though, Roger Sweaney was the one who needed help getting around. Brett Lemoyne has a story you'll see only on Fox 6.
Darting through a large crowd of music lovers, Roger Sweaney is on a mission.
It's really important that you get this information. We can help her out a lot.
It's been nearly a decade since this Summerfest volunteer battled a brain tumor.
It took me about a year and a half. I went through surgery, radiation, chemotherapy.
But the illness brought on other complications like epilepsy and a stroke.
I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. I was in the hospital for 3 months, and I told my surgeon, if this doesn't get any better, I'm going to look for God.
It did get better, but there was a whole other problem. Sweaney didn't have long-term disability insurance through his employer. As a result, it drained his personal finances. He lost his home and his job. Medical bills became the one fight Sweaney couldn't win. Summerfest is now the only place he can go to escape his troubles.
No one can take music away from you, So it's mine. It's therapy. It never goes away.
While also helping others with theirs.
If you need anybody or anything, there's a phone number in there. There's other people that will help you, okay? When you run into some of those people, they smile. They truly care.
And what better location to help then the place synonymous with happy faces. In Milwaukee, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
And here's a lesson for all of us. Sweaney says he really needs to stress the importance of obtaining long-term disability insurance. He says most people do not have it, and it can be a leading cause of bankruptcies in the United States. To hear more of his story, just head to our link section of our website, fox6now.com. Boy, but talk about smiling on. This is a guy that's been through a lot. He just needs Summerfest that therapy.
And going there, I mean, you kind of get a sense that being with the people and, just seeing that smiling face helps,
I'm always excited when it opens. I'm always sad on this night when it closes.
Yeah.
A pitch.